Hello, I'm going to speak about the history of my country in the period of the Civil War between 1936 and 1939, and the history of my family in that period because it's interesting. Um, Franco wanted to rescue Spain from the Second Republic with the chaos that was in Spain. In that period, my family was living in the south. My great-grandfather was Jose Hernandez Hernandez. He was a brigada. Was the commandant of the small town garrison of the Carabineros. Was a special police of Spanish police established in the border, in the frontiers. And he was as well a self-taught engineer, specializing in inventions of locks and security device. He learned just reading, nothing. He didn't go to school to learn about that. And at the age of 51, he had already registered 14 patents for locks and security device, and he had exhibited this at the Barcelona Trade Fair. Here you can see some examples because my great-grandmother was able to take all the documents with her. Here you can see some of the inventions of my great-grandfather, how were the device. It was amazing because these documents are super old, and for me is when I open this, because I had the papers closed from that period. Nobody opened it. I did it, and I was amazing. It was an experience incredible. Coming back to the presentation, his talent as inventor beginning to be recognized, and he hoped like these products will be in the market in the following years, and he started to sell them. And with this thing in mind, he was planning the holidays for this summer to set his plans in motion, but he didn't know how the things were going to change. In fact, the 18th of July in 1936 was Saturday. Franco, with his African army, took the control of the north of Africa, all the Spanish possessions, and the day after they crossed to Spain, the narrow channel, and they arrived into Spain. And San Roque was the place where my family were living, was super close to this area, and Franco's army arrived there. For 1 week they were fighting a lot. My great-grandfather was able to send a message to the colleagues to inform them that what was happening in the village. Some Republicans volunteers arrived to help. Some forces arrived to fight as well, but finally were nothing to do against the experience and the rough of these Maoris veterans that came with Franco. And finally, after a week, the village was totally under the control of the nationalists. A lot of people were killed. My great-grandfather was still alive. He was able to arrive home, but the same night they came for him, and that was the last time my family saw him. And next morning, Aniceta, my great-grandmother, went to look for him, and she found him in a stack of bodies outside the cemetery. And the situation was desperate. She had no money, no job, no husband, a situation unbelievable. 5 young girls, 2 sons, unknown. And after thinking what to do, they decided to left San Roque for Algeciras. They had to walk. It was like 15 kilometers, but the road was full of refugees escaping as well from the war and the conflict, and they were able to get Algeciras. They are right there. And then there start another chapter of this adventure, but this is for another occasion. and nothing. I want to write about this because it's very interesting, and I start to investigate about all this history, and I want to go to the village this summer to find more information.